Bryn and Sydney and I, on our personal YouTube channels, have been doing videos back and forth. I think we've got 4 on the go at the moment, all about gender dysphoria. I thought I would create a video on this channel, the bigenderdotnet channel, to give everyone a more succinct, in-depth view as to what gender dysphoria is and what it means personally for me, as in my understanding, my experiences, and what I've done to help with it. I am, as some of you probably know, I am female assigned at birth. I am trans and bigendered. It is my hope that I will eventually be able to go into therapy to see a gender dysphoria therapist, and will be able to start taking a course of male hormones. But first, let's start with exactly what dysphoria is. Yeah, look, this is how serious I am. I have actually written stuff down. I don't do that. But anyway, yeah, this time, keep to a list. Dysphoria is, by definition, gender dysphoria, is a feeling of discontent with your biological sex and or your assigned gender. It's also an intense dislike and or wanting to get rid of certain parts of your body. In my case, it's breasts. Being obviously female-bodied, I have breasts that I don't really like. They cause me, that's where the discontent comes in. They cause me a lot of discomfort, not physical discomfort, as in, I mean, you know, they don't cause me to have a backache or anything like that. They just feel like they shouldn't be there. It's difficult to explain, but I mean, if you're a male, pretend that you have water balloons strapped to your chest. If you're female, to get an idea of it, imagine yourself without your breasts at all. And I think that would give you a rough idea of what I'm feeling. Dysphoria can also be defined as, in the case of trans people, feeling uncomfortable when you're being forced to act as your biological gender. In a general day, a normal day for me, I have my hair slicked back. It's nighttime here, so I'm a bit scruffy. But normally I'll brush my hair back as close to my scalp as I can get it, pull back in a ponytail. Try to get myself that more masculine appearance. I wear men's clothing, t-shirts, loose fitting t-shirts to hide my breasts. And I also wear men's jeans, as well as boxers. That is the first thing that I did to help with my dysphoria. The second thing that I did to help with my physical dysphoria was a binder. Today I'm not wearing one because it's being washed. But a binder, essentially, for those of you who don't know, a binder takes the female breasts, pushes them up against your body to simulate pectoral muscles, very well-built pectoral muscles, depending on your size. They're not very comfortable. You do get used to them, though. It took me about 2 days to get used to mine. I use the zip-up model from T Kingdom. to me, that is the most comfortable one. I've tried a few others. I've tried the Velcro, and I've tried the slip over the head t-shirt models from Tea Kingdom as well. And the zip up model fits me best. It's easier to get on and off, and such like. And that helps with the breasts, with the dysphoria caused by my female breasts. A third thing that I've done to help with the extreme dysphoria, when I start getting what trans people term phantom limbs, female to male transgenders sometimes feel like they have a male member that they're not supposed to have, or that they actually don't have, but it feels as though they do. When that happens with me, I use my packer that I got from Peacock. It's a 3-in-1 is what it's called. It is a packer as well as a STP or stand 2P device. It can also be used for play. I don't use it for that though. It's expensive, but considering it's both a packer and a stand 2P device, it is a good one as far as my experiences go. Things that you can do to help with public when you're out and about, town center, shopping, whatever, to help with that dysphoria. I mean, obviously, if you're not out as being trans or bigendered, you don't want to show up with a meeting of your groups of friends and in opposite sex clothing. It can be very awkward if you do that, obviously, and you're not out. I mean, if you're out, that's fine. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing. With me, I'm not out yet. I'm only out to people on YouTube, bigenderdotnet, and my GP and my boyfriends. They're the only people in my life who I'm out to. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm also out to my instructor at the numeracy course that I'm taking. That was an accident, but she was cool. So what I generally do is when I go shopping, no one knows me in town center, so I'll wear my packer. I always wear my binder, and I wear my normal clothing, and I try to act or present as male. That helps a lot. Even if you can only do it once a week, or even for an hour a week, it helps a lot to be able to get your mind as well as your body set into that opposite gender. And also, what I did was I went to my GP and explained to him that I was bigendered, exactly what bigendered means, and I asked him to refer me to a gender dysphoria therapist or a gender clinic to help with transitioning as far as taking male hormones. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze, bloody allergies. But yeah, that's pretty much it that I've done so far. And that's pretty much what dysphoria means to me. That's what happens with me. Physical things as well. Mental things are harder to explain. The mental dysphoria is basically, it's all subconscious with me. I don't wake up in the morning and go, oh, I feel like a guy today, or oh, I feel like a female today. No, I just know subconsciously. I don't think to myself, I feel this way or that way. I get up and I automatically do the things that fit that gender. I mean, if I'm in female mode, more often I'll just leave my hair down. like this, brush my hair. This is pretty much me in female mode. Not much of a difference, although I do heighten my voice. Well, anyway, my voice goes higher. As you can tell, I'm a bit hoarse today, but this is my normal female voice, and when I'm in male mode, it sounds a little bit deeper. I mean, obviously, that was a conscious switch over between the two. Other subconscious things that I do, my walk is different. The speed in which I talk is different slightly. When I'm in female mode, I tend to talk faster than a male mode, when I'm in male mode, I tend to deliberate what I'm saying and slow my speech down a bit for some reason. But that'll all come in different videos, I think. I might make a demonstration video. And dealing with the mental dysphoria, those are instances when you want to act as your opposite biological sex. In the case for me, it's male. I want to act like I'm a male, but I can't because I'm not out. I'm still in the closet in a lot of situations. So when I go to class, none of the other classmates know that I'm bigendered. When I go to my son's autism meetings, no one there knows. So I want to act like I'm a male, but I have to consciously force myself to act the way they see me as female, which means the force of making my voice pitch higher. I have to make sure that I'm not walking like a guy does. I have to make sure that I have my legs together and not apart. Just little things like that. And it can be wearing. It can be very stressful. And the only thing that I can do, the only thing I can suggest for people who might be going through this as well, is what Bryn in her video today suggested. And that's just repeating to yourself that as soon as you leave that group of people, you can then act the way that you feel most comfortable. You don't have to put up an act, obviously, if you're not around people. So yeah, if you have any other questions, please do a video response. Put a comment. If you're not comfortable doing either of those, send me a note. Either you can send a note at this channel, bigenderdotnet channel, or my personal channel, bigenderdragon. And I will talk to you next time.